Module Overview. Intergovernmental Relations, IGR, refer to the complex network of interactions, formal mechanisms, and informal relationships that exist among the various levels and branches of government in a federal system, national, regional, state province, and local. These relationships form the operational heartbeat of any federal structure, enabling different tiers of government to collaborate, coordinate, consult, and sometimes compete in the discharge of their constitutional and administrative responsibilities. This module delves into how federated units interact with the federal government and with each other, with particular attention to institutional frameworks, decision-making structures, fiscal interactions, and mechanisms for resolving disputes. It highlights how cooperative governance, if well structured, can overcome the problems of fragmentation, duplication, and inefficiencies that often accompany multi-level governance. The concept and philosophy of intergovernmental relations, IGR. IGR emerges from the need for coherence and harmony in executing government functions across different levels. In federalism, power is distributed, but governance responsibilities often overlap, especially in policy areas like health, education, infrastructure, and environment. IGR acts as a bridge between constitutional theory and administrative practice by allowing different units to align objectives, share resources, and avoid conflicts. Types of intergovernmental relations. Vertical IGR, between national/federal and subnational governments, e.g., Nigeria's federal government and the 36 states, involves policy implementation, fiscal transfers, performance agreements, and regulatory oversight. Horizontal IGR, among subnational governments, state to state or local to local, involves collaborations, benchmarking best practices, and collective bargaining on regional issues. Diagonal IGR, between various agencies, departments, or public service entities across multiple levels of government, facilitates cross-sectoral cooperation, e.g., health, security, education. Institutions and mechanisms supporting IGR, National Council of State, Governors' Forums, Interministerial Committees, Joint Planning Boards and Revenue Allocation Committees, Fiscal Coordination Agencies, e.g., FAAC in Nigeria, Local Government Service Commissions, Intergovernmental Agreements, and MOUS. These bodies help resolve disputes, allocate resources equitably, and monitor the implementation of national development plans. Tools and methods of coordination, consultations and dialogues, scheduled meetings between officials at different levels to review national programs, joint planning and execution, collaborative projects involving multiple levels of government, e.g., road construction, immunization campaigns, memoranda of understanding, MOUs, formalized agreements to delineate duties and responsibilities, performance contracts, used to evaluate service delivery and ensure accountability, e-governance platforms, emerging tools for real-time communication and tracking of intergovernmental collaboration, fiscal federalism, and financial relations. A critical aspect of IGR is financial coordination, often managed through statutory allocations, grants and aid shared revenue schemes, equalization transfers to reduce regional disparities. Bailout funds and conditional transfers challenges include delays in fund disbursement, corruption, politicization of allocations, poor revenue autonomy at the local level. Conflict and cooperation in IGR, sources of conflict, jurisdictional overlaps, political rivalries between levels, fiscal imbalance, lack of legal clarity, constitutional ambiguity, conflict resolution mechanisms, judicial adjudication, mediation by independent commissions, political dialogue, and consensus-building legislative intervention. Comparative models of IGR. United States, cooperative federalism versus dual federalism, strong state traditions with checks on federal intrusion. Germany, institutionalized collaboration via Bundesrat, Federal Council, highly structured cooperative federalism. Nigeria, centralized dominance, limited autonomy at local level, challenges in decentralization. Canada, asymmetrical federalism, flexible IGR through executive federalism. India, strong unitary tilt, center has overriding power in emergencies and financial matters. Challenges to effective intergovernmental relations, politicization and party politics interfering with cooperation capacity weaknesses, especially at local government levels, unclear legal mandates and overlapping jurisdictions, fragmentation of service delivery responsibilities, lack of trust, data sharing, and institutional memory, bureaucratic inefficiencies, and corruption. Benefits of strong IGR. Enhanced policy coherence and administrative synergy. Efficient resource use through shared responsibilities. Improved service delivery to citizens. Reduction in duplication and waste. Strengthen national unity and inclusiveness. Facilitation of responsive and participatory governance. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you should be able to explain the concept, types, and importance of intergovernmental relations, analyze institutional mechanisms used in coordinating federal and subnational functions, evaluate the fiscal relationships between levels of government, identify and propose solutions to challenges in intergovernmental coordination, compare IGR frameworks across federal systems and draw lessons for reform.